Well, welcome to Main Street Live this morning. I'm Chris Patrick, Executive Director of Main Street Fort Dodge, and I am in New Age Media on Central Avenue with the owners, Joel and Alisha Johnson. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I apologize for not being on time. But hey, it's me, right? So tell us the address of where we are.
It's 1026 Central Avenue.
And how long have you been in this location?
This location, was it September?
No. November
that we moved in.
Just about 4 months. Right?
Yeah, not too terribly long. Unfortunately, we've had to bounce around a little bit. So.
You have, but you've been in business for several years.
2016 is when we first opened our door.
That's incredible. So they made it past that 3-year mark. So I think you're going strong, and you've got fun things on display, old cameras, this old TV, right?
Yes.
That's I've never seen one like this.
It's not in the greatest condition, but I found it, and it's I've got to have that. So.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, it's really cool. And we're going to talk about all the different things you offer here. It's pretty amazing, your product line, and then your new endeavor that's coming up here.
Yes.
Pretty soon.
Yep.
So New Age Media is the first in our series of meeting with the new business owners in the downtown. We've got 7 of you from, last July through now. So really exciting to see you move your business back downtown.
Yep.
Thanks for coming back. And let's talk about what you offer. What do you do here?
Okay, so what we do at New Age is we transfer and save old media. Your 16 millimeter film, VHS tapes, VHS-C, mini DV, basically any of your tape-based film. We also do photo slides and negatives. We can bring all of those current and viewable, and we can restore colors, and we can do some photo correction as well.
Nice.
So then we also work with audio, so we can transfer home recorded LPs, reel-to-reel, and cassette tapes. And even if you have an old 8-track,
Oh my gosh.
we can do those too.
So most of you probably don't even know what those are. I do, but oh my gosh, that's great.
Yep. So then we also, that's on our consumer side. We also do professional video, full video setup, corporate videos, testimonials, promos. Currently we work with a company out of New York, actually.
Wow.
That sends me around, and I shoot a lot of video for them.
Well, congrats on that. That sounds like a great, I was going to say gig, but really, a great job.
Yeah.
Something that you can rely on, a steady income.
Yeah.
So if somebody were bringing in, say, a VHS tape and they wanted it transferred to a CD, what's their price point?
It starts at $25.
Okay.
$25 for 2 hours of footage, and if say you've got 4 tapes, but each one has a half hour on each one, we can bind them all into one disc. It's $25.
Wonderful. So that is a great deal.
Yeah.
And like myself, I have so many VHS tapes of my kids growing up, and here they sit in the closet, and we don't even have a VHS tape player anymore. So it's now what? It's not something we can do at home.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So the regular people like me, we cannot. My mask is slipping. Sorry, guys. We cannot do it at home. Believe me, this would not be good. So no, what a great service to your community, to the families here, and then with your outreach to corporate and being able to shoot those videos. I think that's so needed, especially right now during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you survived that. I'm sure you were closed also.
Yep. We were closed for almost 3 months. We were able to do a lot of curbside, and we just closed the office because there was no point in coming. But we did have work, and we continued to work mainly from home with our 4 kids. Yeah,
you needed to be home.
Yeah. So along with that, if you've ever looked at our hours, you see that they're not quite normal business hours.
Right.
It's and it's actually changed up a little bit from what I have posted. We're here from 9 to 2:30, and that's because we are both. I'm a school bus driver, and she's an associate on bus. So our hours are not necessarily normal, but we do set appointments after that.
Sure. No, that's really important. And also, I'm sure you have a really good social media presence. So why don't we talk about that?
Yeah. So New Age, we are on Facebook. And we're not as good as we should be on it, but I believe it's just you just search New Age Media FB.
Yeah, you come up. Yeah, I've done that.
So.
Do you have a website yet?
We do. It's actually changed. It used to be a really long name, and now we've shortened it down to namprod.com. NAMPROD.
Okay, say it one more time.
Namprod. NAMPROD.com.
Perfect. And so people can reach you there.
Yep.
And so do you get people sending you tapes and things from long distances?
I've had a few. I've had jobs come in from South Dakota, Missouri, and our farthest is Alaska.
Wow.
So, yeah, we do work from distance as well.
Perfect. All right. So anything else you want to talk about from New Age Media before we switch our gear a little bit?
Not really. I mean, just
You're here, you're ready to go.
We're
Just
here.
bring them some products, right?
bring us some work. We're anxious for it. It's what we do. We love it. So.
I'm going to ask one more question. Turnaround time. So if I brought you something on, say today, if I dropped something off today, when could I expect to get it back?
It depends on exactly what it is.
Sure.
And
How much you have.
How much you have. Could be as little as a day. Could be as much as a couple weeks to a couple months, depending upon what it is.
On the quantity.
Yep.
Probably the age of the tape and some of
The
those
condition
things.
is a very, very big part of it. Let's just say it's 8mm film. They do get brittle. We do condition them, which in itself takes time, but even with the conditioning, the condition of the film itself could still be pretty poor. So we may be dealing with breakages and just brittle film in general.
Those are good tips
Yeah.
for people to understand that turnaround time and really how hard what you do is. It's not something for someone who's impatient. So
Extremely true.
So thank you so much.
And one more point with that is it's not necessarily something that you want to just trust anybody to either.
Right.
We actually just had a client come in and they had paid X amount to have a friend transfer her wedding and a family reunion of some sort. And the wedding, which was not shot in black and white, on their copy was black and white.
Oh, wow.
And the family reunion just looked like it had rainbows going through it. That is a very big deal to us. We constantly maintain the heads on our units, and our units are cleaned regularly. So we don't run into those issues, and that is a very novice mistake. So.
But yeah, I think as a consumer, I wouldn't even think of asking somebody, is your equipment clean? I
Exactly.
assume that it is, and that
Exactly.
you're ready to produce a quality product.
Yeah, so that is definitely something to be aware of, because that can not only damage those memories, but you're paying for a subpar product.
Right, and so I guess I'm not done with my questions at all. I keep coming up with new ones. My next question is, if somebody is still using like an 8mm camera just because they like that old style, do you see that?
I've had people contact me about getting film for them,
Okay.
which it is possible. They have begun production on that again. So, and we don't do any development here, but we do work with companies that can develop.
So as they're shooting with those older cameras, maybe with the mindset of they want that look, but then they're going to bring it to you.
Yep.
Are there any tips for them to do that, or that's up to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't have a lot of tips for that.
I
So.
don't, just, see, I'm asking an off-the-wall question.
Exactly.
Sorry about that. So let's jump over to your new endeavor. You actually announced it on Facebook. It was last week.
Last week, yep.
So let's talk about that. Tell us what you're doing and what you're going to call it. Alisha, you're on. He's been talking a long time.
Well, New Age is his thing, and I guess Chaos is mine. So it is called Chaos Therapy. It is essentially a rage room or smash room, as you can call it.
And so the smash room or rage room, I think of them as rage rooms. It's a great idea. And it's going to be in your basement right here.
Yes.
On Central Avenue.
Yes.
And so when are you going to open, and then how can people contact you to schedule appointments? Because you can't just walk in off the street and do this.
No.
Since we are trying to open like the first week of March, and you could either call us here at New Age, or you can get a hold of us on Facebook, or you can call Chaos number, which is 515-302-1427.
Okay, say it one more time.
515-302-1427.
And then it will have its own Facebook page, website.
Yep, we have our Facebook page is already up, and we will be working on the website here soon.
And so for those people who've never heard of a rage or a smash room, can you explain what that is?
Basically, you come in, you purchase a package and add-ons if you'd like, and you go down and you select your tool, which would be a baseball bat, golf club, sledgehammer, put on the safety gear, and you go smash stuff.
So pretty simple. I think this is really good therapy, especially for people who have been isolated for so long.
Yep.
And they're struggling, and they've got so much anger just because so many, I'm going to use the word unexpected things have happened in the world over the last 18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
So I think this is great. I mean, you can find these rooms all over urban centers. Is that where you came up with the concept? Have you been in one?
No, we actually haven't been to one, but we've come across them, over the years, and just thought it was a great idea. And then a couple months ago, we brought it up again, and we just kind of ran with it. And especially with the pandemic, everybody's got that kind of frustration with COVID and not having the normal life that people are so used to. It's completely changing.
Right. Yeah, it's changing interactions. It's just changing almost every part of our lives. So I have some questions as someone who's never done it, never been in one, even though I've seen pictures of them. So does one person go in at a time, or if you have like two people and they want to do it together, is that allowed?
Typically, yes. To start, we have had some hiccups along the way, and to start, we're going to start with one person in the room at a time. Multiple people can come, and you can purchase multiple a group package.
Sure.
But you'll just have to go into the room one at a time to do it. Just insurance.
Sure.
For the moment, we will get that all ironed out. But to get going, we're going to start with just one person. So.
Very cool. It's really too bad we can't convince Steve to cut a viewing window in one of the basement walls, right? Okay, we want this viewing window, so I'm sorry.
And we
Giving you ideas, right?
in our rooms that we do have in the basement, the doors do have a window, and we are going to.
We'll put a protective coating over
Yeah,
top.
nice.
So you can still view, but it's
You just
not
don't have to worry
worry
about
about
breaking.
breaking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think safety would be the number one concern.
Absolutely.
And Joel, you and I have talked about the kind of safety protection or equipment you've got.
Yep.
You really have it all. I mean,
Yep.
your clients are going to be totally protected
Yep.
from anything that goes flying, but
Yep.
yeah, have fun.
Yeah, we do have a dress code that has to be followed.
Okay.
Long sleeves, jeans, they have to be jeans, and a thick soled shoe or boot. We prefer boots, but we understand not everybody has boots.
Right.
So, and then we have face shields, goggles, safety glasses, leather gloves, and if you want to go a step farther, we will have disposable coveralls that can be purchased. So,
Very cool. So how is the public gonna know that you are open? Just back on Facebook, they just need to follow you?
for right now, yeah, Facebook is the way to follow and keep up with us, which we've got over 200 followers already, or almost 200 followers.
Wow, great.
Within the first week. So, yeah, we're keeping everybody updated on there. And actually, we just released, just before you came, we are taking appointments starting today.
Oh, good.
We're opening that up, so just give us a call, shoot us a message. With that, prepayment is required to hold your appointment spot. So, I've got a very strong feeling that we're gonna be very busy, and so we need to make sure that we're not losing spots, if you have something come up or whatnot.
Exactly. No, I think that's great. So remind us again how to contact you for the Chaos Therapy Room.
You can either get a hold of us here at New Age, or you can get a hold of us on Facebook at Chaos Therapy, or our phone number, which is 515-302-1427.
So easy, right? Well, you've got a lot going on besides raising 4 kids. Goodness sakes, you have tons of energy. Tons and tons.
I don't know so much about the energy part.
We'll pretend.
Yeah.
We'll pretend. No, thank you so much for letting us come over today and really being a strong entrepreneur in the downtown district, bringing your business back down here, New Age Media, and then also starting something I think is really cool. So glad it's coming to Fort Dodge, and see how everything goes for you. Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thanks again. I hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you here next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.